Preacher 357 here. I'm out here on the range, and if you notice, I'm still wearing the same clothes as the last video. That's because I'm just making another video on the same day. So it's the same sloppy, rainy day it was. But since I had the 22s out, and since I've just found out about this company starting to make revolvers again, I thought, why not get out my only Rossi revolver, which is this 22 Plinker. Now, unfortunately, they don't make this gun anymore, but they are starting to make revolvers again, and they've got a 357 that's coming out, which I can't wait to get my hands on. I really can't. But the hope is eventually Rossi will just start making firearms again, because they were a pretty good manufacturer of revolvers. And after Taurus bought them, they eventually just kind of phased it out, and Rossi kind of became their rifle brand, and Taurus became just the pistol handgun brand. But they are bringing those back out now, so I'm hoping maybe we'll see guns like this again in 22. Of course, this Rossi here, to be perfectly honest, says Rossi on it, but it feels like a Taurus. It kind of looks like a Taurus. It probably just is a Taurus, but just the same, it's called a Rossi. I bought this little 22 because I wanted a gun that my wife could shoot. She's kind of recoil sensitive. She doesn't really like loud cartridges. She doesn't really like a lot of recoil. So I bought this gun right here so she could come out and shoot a little bit and hopefully get a little bit more comfortable with firearms, because she's just never been one that liked them, and I love them. So obviously I want my wife to enjoy my hobby with me. I want her to be a part of this. And I tried, and she will shoot 22 some, but she's just not in love with it even now. But just the same, I've had this gun for probably 7 years or so, and I never had brought it out because it's a discontinued model. I didn't know if anybody would be even interested in seeing it, but since Rossi is coming back out with handguns now, with revolvers, why not bring it out? So I'm shooting 22 anyway, so here we are, a little snub nose, 2-inch barrel. Now, how accurate can I be with this? Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I shot it. But I'd almost bet I'm as accurate with this as I was with that Kel-Tec. But, of course, I like revolvers. So, that may have a lot to do with it. So let's just start over here. You'll notice the targets still have some lead on them. But we'll just see what I can do out here. Maybe I can figure out how to hit. This has a really nice fiber optic front sight on it. Well, those rounds are not going off. And those are good hits on them too. That is odd. I mean, it's not like the firing pin's not hitting them. Those rounds are just not going off. Of course, that's what you run into a lot of times when, well, no wonder. I forgot I shot the gun earlier and I didn't unload it. Oh, Preacher 357 is an idiot. No wonder they weren't going off. They done went off once. You see, ammunition only goes off one time. It's not reusable. That's reloadable. Well, 22 is not a cartridge that's easily reloaded. There are ways to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. So let's load up a few rounds that actually have bullets in them. And now let's try this out. I forgot I'd shot earlier with it. Why didn't you guys tell me? Make an idiot out of myself here. Here we go. Well, let's try single action. Well, I tried every direction I could think of. I don't think I ever hit it. All right, well, let's try her again here. Throw some more in here. I'm just shooting standard velocity CCI here, which is basically what I was shooting last time with standard velocity stuff, except for the stingers. I put a few stingers, through that Kel-Tec. I think I got a couple of them left I can throw through here, but the good thing about a revolver in 22 is you really don't have to worry about the velocity. It's not going to cause a problem with cycling because you do the cycling with your finger. So you can put shorts through it, you can put longs through it, you can put high velocity, you can put subsonic. It really doesn't matter in a revolver, and it's going to fire anything you put in it. So that's the benefit. Let's see if I can hit this Hit this one now. Did I hit it? I can't even tell. These things have so little power. I can't tell what they're doing. There we go. Can't tell where I need to hold it. There we go. It's been a long time since I shot this gun. You can tell I'm not really practiced with it. The trigger on this gun has gotten a lot better over the years. It really was not a good double action trigger at all when I first got it. The single action was decent, but the double action was really not smooth. It was heavy. It was not consistent. But obviously having it for 7 years and shooting it, you know, several times, probably 1,000 rounds through it, the trigger has gotten a lot better in the double action mode compared to what it was. Let's try the Cowboy to see where I'm hitting on them. All right, let's go out to 35. May need to hold a little higher there. Put another cylinder of ammo in here. This gun is not blued. I mean, just looking at it and seeing kind of the black sort of color to it, you might think it's a blued gun, but it's not blued. This gun is really sort of a Parkerized finish. It's a little bit rough. I mean, like when you take the patches and you put your ballistol on there like I use, and you're cleaning it, it kind of catches a little bit. It's a little bit rough, so it's almost like a Parkerized finish. I don't think it's a baked on like a Cerakote or anything. I really think it's almost like a Parkerization that they did to this gun. But anyway, let's shoot a little bit more here. That's really all I'm out here to do, just shoot a little bit to have some fun. See if I can hit this one at 35. I'm gonna hold a little higher this time. There we go. Well, I was getting it for a second there, and then I kind of lost it. Felt like I was taking the same hold, but I don't know. I know I was having to hold a little bit low before. When I shot the paper, it was hitting a little high, so it needs to be held a little bit low, but holding low on that one at 35, and they were going too low. So I'm just trying to get the right elevation on it. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let me try this little one again. Yeah, I may not get that one with this. Snub nose barrel, little bitty tiny 22 bullet. That's the thing about 22. They tend to be fairly accurate firearms to shoot because you don't worry about recoil. So people tend to shoot them well, but the bullet's really small. It's a lot easier to hit a target with a 45 caliber bullet than with a 22 caliber because it's twice as big. So as it flies through the air, it's got more width. So it's easier to miss with the 22 in that way. At least that's my excuse today. I'll come up with another excuse next time. I'm gonna go ahead and go out there to 100 yards. I know there's probably no reason to. Just go out there and see what I can do. I don't honestly know if I've ever shot this gun out there or not. I'm gonna go single action here. See if I can figure out where to hold. I have a 2-inch barrel. I mean, it's not gonna have much velocity at all. How high I would need to. I'm not sure where they're going. I can't see them. There it is. I hit it one time. Any more rounds left? I think that was all of them. All right, I'm gonna go out to 80 yards after that red plate, and I'm gonna call her done. Not really wanting to make a long video. I'm gonna put a couple of the stingers I got left in here. I'm gonna go out here and see if we can hit this one at 80. All right. I don't know where I'm going. Let me hold down a little bit more. Yeah, I saw that one. All right, well, hasn't been my best shooting day I've ever had by any means. But I'm shooting guns that are not the easiest to shoot necessarily. Short barrels, small guns, but they're fun to shoot. I mean, they call it the Plinker, and that's what you're doing out here. You're plinking with it. And generally speaking, you're not going to be shooting at 100 yards or 80 yards with a 22 snub barrel. That's just me. Just something I do for the fun of it. You know, the larger plates at 20 yards are not too bad to hit with it. Never did hit that small one, but that's a 3-inch plate, you know. So there it is. The Rossi Plinker. A nice little gun. Well, it's a fun gun to shoot. I love revolvers, and even in 22, I love revolvers. And I've had this one for a long time. Don't plan on getting rid of it. I do enjoy coming out here and just plinking away with it, because that's what it's for. That's why it's called the Plinker. Guys, appreciate you coming out. Check out the description. There's a link there for the GOA for a discounted membership to the Gun Owners of America. You can get in the fight for our gun rights on the national level, or if you live in the state of Tennessee like I do, there's a link there for the TFA, the Tennessee Firearms Association. You can click that link, go there, and you can join up, donate money, and help us out as we fight for our gun rights. Got a lot of good stuff coming up this year. Hoping to get some legislation passed. Hoping maybe our elected officials will do the right thing this year. So anyway, guys, appreciate you coming out. God bless you. Y'all take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time.